Hello, hello, hello. So right now, if we look at gold, so if we look at gold right now, here we can see that on 30 minutes. So if we look at gold on higher time frame, this is a 30-minute time frame. Here, price have created this swing low, and this is the candle which took out the liquidity and then give the structure break to the upside. So after that, price created this higher high, and the liquidity has been swept above this high. So if price wants to go to the downside, then we have this order block over here, which is on 30 minutes. And if you go to low time frame, like we have this 30-minute imbalance over here. So this is the 30-minute imbalance. This is a 30-minute candle. But if you go to low time frame, so this is the candle which took out the low. So if we can look for entries after this reaction from the imbalance. So instead of this order block, we'll look for a reaction from this imbalance. So this is the candle. Let's go to lower time frame. Yeah. So there is this imbalance and there is this move which took out the previous high. So this whole thing is our POI. And here this trend line liquidity has been swept out by this candle. And here we have this move which took out the high. So because we have two POIs, price is creating liquidity after the structure break. So it's basically a change of pattern. We look for sell side from here. And we can target the next low. In this case, which is this one. So it's around 1:6, and we have this candle over here. Let's see what price does. We want price to close and give us a confirmation before entering. Yeah, it's trading. See DXY. Ethereum, let's see. Okay. So from the last week on Friday, we analyzed this price tapped, and from here price started to go down. So that's why our view was to the downside. And GBP, USD, and EU both went from your order block, which is this one. Price started to go to the upside. Here, if you look at GU, then price is creating liquidity. Now here we have this liquidity sweep, which took out the previous liquidity, but we don't have any structure break to the upside. So probably it will take out this high. But if you go to 1 minute time frame, then we have this order block, which took out the previous low, and there is a trend line liquidity over here. Let's see the terms of what we have. And there is another POI, which is this one. We go to 30 minutes. But right now we have this candle. So this is a 50-minute low. This is a 50-minute candle which took out the previous low, and then it closed above this structure and creating a liquidity to the upside over here. So we can look for a buy sell entry from here for an intraday, and we'll target the next low, next high, which is this one. So around 1:3.5. Let's see what else target we have. Something like this. Here the structure has been mitigated, and there is another POI to the downside, I think, which is this one. This is our another POI. If this fails and if price continues directly without giving us engulfing, then probably it can react from this area. So if price does that, then we'll look for buy side from here. Stop loss below this low. And now we have this nice 1:5:1. Something like this. Because we have this for our bias to the upside, we have this nice imbalance to the upside, and there is a 50-minute inducement, and we have this strong structure to the downside. So both of the zones can be worked. Hello, good evening. Okay, let's say Ethereum. So on I think on Saturday I sent chart of Ethereum on my group, which was this order block here. Because this was the candle which took out the previous one, then gave a structure break, but it failed to engulf or give any kind of confirmation. Then price broke the structure, and it reacted from this order block. Don't know why it happened, but right now it's very hard to tell like in which direction price can go. So I think here there is no inducement in the price, so we can use this order block as a POI. Right now I don't think this zone will work. On BTC, same chart. I shared this chart where price took out the liquidity, same setup, but it went in the profit. But in Ethereum, we didn't got any entry. And if you look at Bitcoin, then from Friday's POI, this is our Friday's POI. So this is a breaker block which took out the liquidity and then gave us a structure break. Price has reacted from this zone. So right now we don't know if price will continue to upside or not, but I think at higher time frame level, price has swept this liquidity and it should continue to the downside. So if price creates liquidity, then we'll look for sell side from here. Let's see what happens. So everything here has been mitigated. So this is a liquidity sweep, but this sweep has also been mitigated. Price is reacting from this order block. Right now, I think it's consolidation. Let's wait for price to break some kind of structure and then create liquidity. Please hit the like button. So if you look at NZUSD, then it's probably reacting from this. Here you can see this is a PO and 30 minutes price have tapped this area. So I think this is an inducement. I think it can react from this order block, but there is no clear imbalance over here. But this is a candle which record the liquidity. On 10 minutes, this is a good candle where there is an imbalance in the order block, and we have this trend line liquidity to the upside. Also, this is a trend line liquidity. So we can look for buy side from here. I don't think so it will happen today because this is a strong structure, so it will hold this 30-minute low. But if price continues to downside, then we can look for buy side from here. So around 1:5 setup. Price is, this is an inducement order block. Entry stop loss below this low. Next I take profit. Same thing on GU. We have this order block and I get this order block. Also from previous live USD JP also worked out. Price went to the downside, created change of rate and then second entry from here. Also, US30 reacted from this order block, but it didn't give us an entry directly because price directly broke the structure and then gave us a change of height over here, going to the upside. Hello, hello. Euro SG analysis, okay. So if you look at DXY, then price reacted from this order block. And there is structure break to downside, so price has swept the liquidity from this low. And if you look at this zone, then I think this zone has been mitigated over here. If you look at GU, then we have this order block. But if you look at DXY, then this order block is for liquidity. Let's see, everything over here has been mitigated. So this is creating a trend line liquidity. And there's another order block to the upside, which is this one, which took out the previous high. So if price continues to the upside, then we'll look for sell side from here. And there is another order block over here. But I think it will sweep the liquidity and it shall continue. But if you look at Euro SD, then it's the same thing. It's just to the downside. So we have this order block on EU, which is this is a structure break and this is a liquidity sweep. So we have this breaker block and order block setup. So we look for buy side from here. Stop loss below this low. We can target around 1:5 to the upside. So there is this order block here. Let's see. And price is going to the upside. Price have this imbalance, and there is also imbalance over here. There is another order block to the downside, but I don't think price will go to that. If it goes, then we'll look for change of pattern. There are multiple POIs to the downside. Let's try to find order block which are unmitigated. So there is this zone. So before breaking this structure, it created this imbalance. And it's aligning with our high. So this is a 50-minute low. Let's see if price gives a change of character or any kind of confusion, then we'll see. But this area is more stronger than this one because of this imbalance and liquidity sweep. So on gold right now, I'm looking for setup like this. So in this case, here after this kind of close below the structure, it created this imbalance and fulfilled this imbalance, went to the downside for price to tap at this order block. Same kind of structure I'm looking for here also. If you look at the previous low price candle close and creating a structure break to the downside, tapping this 30-minute imbalance or order block in the lower time frame, and then it continues downside. So something like this should happen. Right now we have this 30-minute order block. So overall the structure on the gold is to the upside, but it can create internal structure to the downside. So this is what I'm looking for. And if this, for example, let's say if price continues breaking this and gives us no confirmation like to downside, then we look for continuation, like it should sweep some kind of liquidity. Then we look for continuation from this zone, like trading a breakout with smart money, something like that. Please hit the like button. Only 2 likes, 4 people watching. So on BTC, if you look at higher time frame, then it's going to downside, creating lower highs and lower lows. So right now we can see price have already tapped at this zone, but let's say it's right now going to the upside. So we have this order block from Friday, which we marked. I'll explain the logic behind it. So this is the candle which took out the liquidity, creating this structure break to the downside. We have this imbalance order block and some structure. Because of that, price broke the structure to the downside. So right now, I think we can look for sell side from here. Stop loss above this is, we can target to the next low, or you can look for a chain of pattern and this same thing like this, and you can trade and you can get around 1:10 very easily. So you can look for chain of pattern like this, and you can enter at this order block and target the next low, which is here. Hello, Rifat Fadli. Yes, market is very slow today. Even though SN session was good, like there was some kind of movement, but right now I think from 2 hours it's very slow. Gold is particularly very slow. Let's say if we got entry on GU next, there's also next high, so we can continue because of trend is to the upside. You can see Geo tapped continue from this order block, so we can look for continuation to the upside from here. Split. Let's say we'll put stop loss below this low because there is an imbalance here also. The price have already fulfilled this imbalance. Let's see. But direction is to the upside. What do you think about gold? Is it gonna make a new all-time high? Right now, not today. I don't think so. If you go to weekly, then there is still some kind of orders which will push the price to the downside. But if this zone breaks, this wick breaks, then we look for buy side. So this is a 5-minute order block, like 2-minute order block, which took out the low. And after that, there was no inducement. Like after that, price didn't tap or it was not mitigated. And there is another imbalance over here. See. On 30 minutes, there is a strong reversal over here, but price is struggling because a lot of people are buying and selling at the same time. That's why price is creating consolidation. So if price breaks to the upside and breaks this side, then probably we look for buy only. But right now, it has given a change of pattern, and not like if price creates a previous structure break and then also creates liquidity like this, then probably it's creating liquidity to sweep this liquidity and go to the downside, and then it can react from this order block, something like this. Because my surname is Gade, that's why. Is it's still stuck in the inside bar and RJB monthly, right? Yes. Ethereum react downside at price 4421. Why 4421? So if you look at Ethereum right now, there's this small liquidity sweep. Price reacted from this order block. So it should continue to the upside. But I'm not looking for entry. So it should continue from here, taking this liquidity to the upside. Right? It can sweep the liquidity and then it should continue. Because the BTC is also doing the same, because it have reacted from this breaker block which took out the liquidity. So this high candle took out the liquidity and then gave a structure break. Price fulfill this and it's continued to upside. So something like this can happen on BTC, Ethereum. Sorry. Meet our new product. Please hit the like button. Hello, hello. You can do it. What you can do it? Please hit the like button. Bank holiday. US banks will be closed in the absence of Labor Day. Low liquidity, irregular volatility. Same. Canadian bank holiday. Hello. So on BTC, I'm looking for buy side entry in continuation. For Ethereum, it should break this high and then look for continuation. You can look for continuation in that. And for gold, the momentum is to the downside. But so if you want to check if price will, right now there is no liquidity. So once price taps this area, then there will be a lot of price will sweep this previous highs. So there will be volatility in the market, and then we can look for continuation to the downside. So this is one set I'm looking for. Another one is on GU for buy side. Right now price is consolidating, but there is this order block on 5 minute where which took out the liquidity, but there is 1 minute low which took out the previous liquidity and then gives a structure break. So let's see entry on this. And another one. Okay, that's it. I think on UJ there's order block over here. So this is order block. But right now, because there is no structure break, so we want price to create change of pattern. So it should sweep some kind of liquidity first, and then it should break the previous liquidity. Then we'll look for a confirmation trade to the downside on UJ. Okay, that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. And hit the like button.